That's Kane Brown and Like I Love Country Music on 101.1 KRMD. It is 9:10 now. I'm Mason in the morning. I am broadcasting live on Facebook and YouTube right now. So if you want to see behind the scenes, you want to see what's going on in the studio, go to facebook.com/KRMD Mason. And you can also just search for it, put it in there, put it in the keyboard, see what happens. Mason in the morning, KRMD. Should be able to find us. YouTube, do the same thing. Search for Mason in the morning. Should pop up. It's pretty fun to see inside the studio, I think. You can see the studio behind me, too. KMJJ. They're right behind me. And then Magic behind that. All the way back. Studio after studio. KRMD studio, though, here. All country in this bad boy. And man, I got a fun topic for you today. I don't know if you've seen this. I don't know if you've heard about this yet. When I first moved to Louisiana, people were like, they have alligators everywhere, right? I go, I don't think so. I mean, people live in Louisiana, all over it. Lots of people, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Shreveport is more north, so I would assume there's not alligators everywhere, but people have always asked that kind of stuff. And, for the first few years I lived here, I didn't really see much for alligators. And this year it seems to be a little bit different. This year it seems to be quite different. And it's not just Louisiana, too. You keep hearing about these ones in Florida. Yesterday I read a story about a guy who lost an arm and then was completely naked for some reason, and then got stuck in the wilderness for 3 days with one arm missing. The alligator ate him. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard this, but a guy just pulled a 12.5 foot alligator out of Cross Lake right here in Shreveport. That's one of those. That's one of those lakes that people have asked me, like, "Oh, is there alligators in there in Cross Lake?" And I go, "I don't know." And I've asked people, and my favorite response is, "Don't worry about it." Come on, you can't say that to me. You can't say that to me. If I'm going to ask you a serious question, are there alligators in Cross Lake? You can't say, "Don't worry about it." You can't do that. What does it mean? What does that even mean? Are there alligators in Cross Lake? Yes or no? No, there's not, so I don't have to worry about it. Because the thing is, I've done a lot of stuff at Cross Lake. We've done, what's the boat thing called? Flotilla? A couple years, 3 years maybe I've done that. And I'm right down there by the water. And apparently there's been 12.5 foot alligators in there the whole time, and no one told me about it. But I want to talk about it today because this is something else. A hunter actually pulled them out. I'm going to try to pull up our website. You can go to krmd.com and see what we got going on here. That's our website, krmd.com. If you slide down just a little bit, you can go to either the top stories or you can go down to the blogs here and pull it up. It says, "Did you see the monster alligator caught in Cross Lake in Shreveport?" Click that. Click that link and check it out. If you guys have been swimming, if you guys have been boating, whatever in Cross Lake, and someone told you, "Hey, don't worry about it," this is what you've not been worrying about. Kaiwan Housley. I'm going to try to get a hold of the guy, see if we can get an actual interview with how he did it. Kaiwan pulled this 12.5 foot alligator. Can you see it? Is that big enough? Let me make it bigger. Let me make it bigger so you can really see the thing. Once again, you can go to facebook.com/KRMD Mason if you want to see this. Look at that. Look at that monster there. An absolute monster. And the thing is, somebody on my Facebook page apparently knows Kaiwan and said that he's a really big guy. He's a big dude, like tall, big guy. So him standing next to it here doesn't even do it justice. Which I bet he is. I mean, he looks like a big guy. 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", maybe. And that alligator is 12.5 feet. That is just huge. Here he is laying next to it. There's his head. It takes up the whole boat. I don't even know how you do something like that. He sent the video of them measuring it. to KSLA News 12 so you can actually see that video.
Are we looking?
Look at that.
What do you say again?
12-5. Hell yeah.
12-5.
12-5, baby.
12-5, baby. That is really something. So this is what they do have. I don't know if it's the only one. I don't know. I can't tell you. I know that I can tell people, hey, don't worry about it from now on. When they do ask me, is there gators in there? Is there gators all over Louisiana? Yeah, I guess so. There was one right by my gym. There's one in the lake right here. I heard there was one in the bayou right near my house. So when people ask me, are there alligators all over? I think I'd have to start saying yes. Is that something or what? That is just crazy. Look at that thing. I mean, and I don't know how to hunt it. I don't know how they do these things. I don't know how they bag a 12.5-foot gator. That's why I want to get a hold of him. Hopefully he'll talk to me and we can hear the story on how he got that. I mean, and even I don't know if you do it on the shore, do you do it in the middle? I mean, Cross Lake is big, huge. And then to get it in the boat, 12.5, how much does it weigh? I don't know if they're weighing it right there. He doesn't list the weight, but it's got to be heavy. 12.5 foot of anything is long and heavy. But we'll try to do it. And if you have bagged any giant gators, let me know. Put it in the comments. I want to talk to somebody who can tell me how it's done. Explain it to me. And don't just tell me to watch a TV show. I don't want to watch a TV show. I want to know the real deal. I want to know the ins and outs. I want to know how it's all done. Bye, guys. We'll talk to you on Monday. Have a great weekend.